Hey Tekken players, hope you're all doing well. So I managed to get my original Season 1 rank back to Tekken Emperor. So I'm going to go over some of the replays of some of the matches, just to discuss kind of like how I did it and offer some any kind of quote-unquote advice. Just to say very briefly, I'm hoping that the audio is okay because it apparently is a mini heat wave here in the UK at the moment. So I've got like a million fans blowing so I don't just burn up and die while doing this, which would be kind of tragic. Hopefully you can't hear it too much because I've got the mic pretty close and hopefully I've got the audio level, so just want to get out of the way before we go on. So yeah, let's jump into the replays and say how we went. Okay, so first couple of games I'm going to do against this Brian. Now I can't remember who his main was. His main was higher, and he was just a really solid player. So you know, it's good to show that sort of thing. So let's see how this guy likes to play. Brian, keeping it tight with some pokes. Didn't realise a second hit there. I should also mention this is my first game. As you can tell, I'm really sort of not warmed up or anything. Okay, caught him out of the setup. I always opt for that if my health is low, because I think it's worth just trying to get the grey health back. Could have punished that better. Nice flash duck that he did. This guy's basically doing textbook small poke into sidestep, and if I'd been, you know, a bit more on point, this wasn't my first game, I may have picked up that faster. You'll see what I mean. Like, the amount of stuff that he sidesteps is crazy, and no reason why I shouldn't do, because I just wasn't, you know, I just wasn't trying to sort of stop him from doing it. This is also pretty bad. This is a pretty bad stage if you're playing against Brian, because this stage is very small, and obviously with walls, you know, Brian's a bit of a menace. Okay, so went for the homing throw there in case he stepped. Okay, no whiff punish, but it does have a good recovery. Okay, we're getting a bit of momentum finally. Now we've got some homing throws. So I just pulled the trigger too early. I didn't think he'd react quite so fast. So again, being Brian, this is wall into 111 damage, because, you know, why not? And yeah, I believe this is dead. So yeah, tough. This is why Brian is considered to be one of the best. You know, any launch you're talking 100 plus damage, you know, and considering how safe his launches are as well. See, that micro sidestep there was really good. I'm not trying to take anything away from this player. This player is really good, but that's just a showpiece of like how to play Brian more than how to play King, to be honest. But anyway, he got the first one. Let's see if we can run it back and get anything back again. Okay, so we're running it back, and as we said, it's still the same problem in that we're on a very tough stage for when you're facing Brian. Two missing point. Now I got standing 4 rather than a while standing 4. Okay, frequent viewers will know that's my little sort of my little setup at the moment. Okay, just hold the armor. So yeah, micro sidestep there. Didn't duck, which is what I thought it'd do. Just sidestepped, and there you go. I'm gonna assume that was legit. And this is the problem when once you reach these ranks, you are gonna face strong players. Yeah, I don't think the Rage would have killed then, so we took the Oki mix up. Okay, so again, just trying to... That was a miss input. I don't know why my pad does that. Punish, that's minus 14. Again, see that little step, you know, even at minus... I think he's at minus 4. It's the problem with a lot of King stuff, it's so linear. See, side step, back 4. Into all this damage. Oh, he dropped it. Okay, no break. Similar thing. Don't think the Rage Art would take it, so we go for the running mix-up instead. Miss input. Could have killed him then. Basically, I threw that. That was my game. But unfortunately, I was so kind of like had in my mindset to like have to block anything, go for forward 4 because I expected him to sidestep, and that was, you know, that was minus 14, so I could have just killed him. They did it again. Dropped the combo, but again, textbook anti-King stuff. Just sidestep right, Okay, get that's minus 15 at least. I think it might be minus 16. Didn't wall splat, that's annoying. That did. Okay, so can we take another round? Yeah, just basically after the Shining Wizard, the Oki, if you're in the heat, is disgusting because so many options, you know, will the heat smash will beat. Okay, too slow. Jet upper is a high, so in theory you can duck and punish, but yeah, I was too slow on it. So we go back to doing the armor keep out. Again, see, just beautiful. I mean, I can't hold it against him. Just brilliant little, you know. Dropped his combo there though. Delayed that second hit. And you know, you're dead, basically. Tech, into death. But I think, yeah, I'd like to think if I was perhaps a little bit sort of more warmed up, may have done better, but that's just how it goes. Okay, caught the counter hit. That was meant to be a, yeah, delay there. That was meant to be a capital punishment. I got a misinput. Probably could have whiff punished that. So there we go. Just going back to homing moves. Delayed that hit again. Okay, yes. I don't know if he was styling there or if he just got the misinput on the parry, but there we go. So yeah, we're not off to the best start so far, but you gotta take the rough with the smooth. So let's see who we got to play next. Okay, so the next guy was a Hoang. Now this matchup, I'm not too bad with. I sort of know what's going on. However, that being said, if the Hoang player knows what they're doing and has brains, then he's ridiculous. And spoiler alert, this guy knew what he was doing. Yeah, recovery's too fast to absorb that. Watch how many times he whiff punishes me with back three. Like, just does, you know, just really well. Just stays just out of range, you see? Got some good movement. There we go. Duck that high. Wall's right there. Probably could have got a better wall combo, but nice break. See? Beautiful spacing. This is some half decent damage. Not bad. Just caught me trying to get in. And it should be dead. Yeah, it should be dead with the right combo. So yeah, so instantly, even though like I said, I know this matchup to the point of if they're a brain dead Hoang, I sort of know how to deal with them. If they've got a lot of defense, which this guy does, then yeah, that's a much tougher situation to deal with. Look at that. Beautiful spacing. Just staying out of reach of my lows. Okay, now we're at the wall. That's not launched because it was from his right foot stance. So really annoying. So it looks like it's normal back three, but when he's in the other stance, it's not launch punishable. Micro duck there. Nice Wavu. One of you used to be a Mishima player. Into death, because when a character has some of the best frames in the game, both on block and on hit, why not give him insane damage as well, right? You know, he needs it. Nah, I'm only salty, but because that guy did play really well, but it is still Hoang's damage is ridiculous. When you consider what everything else the character can do. Okay, so we run it back. Now we're trying to basically be a bit more careful with how we approach. We don't want to whiff anything, because if we whiff anything, this guy's going to launch us, and then, you know, we're gonna die due to the damage output I already just mentioned. So it's kind of wavering in and then backing away. You know, look at that slight sidestep into whiff punish. Surprised this guy's not ranked higher, to be honest. He doesn't have very high prowess either. Punish. Okay, we finally got a little bit of momentum. Not much. We still got heat. Yeah, try to dick jab, but that beat it because he jumps. There we go. We finally, we got a whiff. There we go. Okay, so now time that we make use of this exploding wall with this little setup. Note how that damage is still less than what Hoang can do with a wall. And bear in mind that throw is obviously you can break it, so that's not guaranteed. Like, you know, the final portion of that. But anyway. Okay. See that little backdash away. Slight punish. Ah, got counter hit. There we go. Caught him out of his power crush. Got a bit lucky. Okay, I noticed he wasn't ducking much. So, you know, tried to utilise a little bit more throws, but crouch throws are the way to go. Ah, so close. Again, just a little bit too slow. There we go. Can we get a little bit of momentum going? Just trying to keep him with the jabs. Recovery on backlash is so silly. Yeah, just hoeing things. Can't do anything. No break. Not a clean wall splat, unfortunately. Guess for your game. Guess wrong, my friend. There is something very, very poetic about, you know, getting a Hoang with a rage out, because rage out's one of the very, very few things that can put an end to his flamingo pressure. Nice step. Like I said, I know I'm getting salty about Hoang, but like I said, this guy's really good. Nice block. Could have launched me properly. Worst place to be. Back against the wall. Can't do anything. But you know, guy did really well. So, you know, we're not starting our rank session with the greatest streak, but then this is the problem. Like I said, once you get to Tekken King, you are now in the realms of facing. Sometimes there are people at your level. Sometimes there are people who are on much higher on ults. You know, so that's just the way it goes. Okay, so then we got to play a Law, and I was a bit put off because his username was a little bit confusing. I was trying to work out what we had to do to quit, or was he saying that if you quit, he doesn't have respect? I didn't really know what was going on about. And an Emperor, so you know, rank higher. Infinite stage as well. There we go. Just sometimes you got to just power crush your way out of problems. Now I noticed, we'll get to this later, but yeah, he stayed on the ground a lot. No low parry. I tried to armor out the setup, but he went for the throw. I'm always now that Giant swings homing, I'm gonna always challenge that. Now this was annoying because I just did the wrong combo, so I kind of threw that. Nice. Yeah, that annoyed me because I was thinking I probably could have had that round. Okay, muscle armor saves lives. Nice step. Although that's a move from a side step. No break from me. You know, king players. Okay, no punish. And then I wasn't sure what's going on here. He suddenly stopped moving, so I stopped. Then he hit me, so you know. I then thought to myself, right, if he goes AFK again, I'm just going to kill him. Because, you know, you can't... once you're in the middle of a match, if you suddenly go dead, then, you know, you see what I mean? Doing it again here. So I didn't quite know what was going on. Yeah, that's minus... well, it's at least minus 12. It might be more. Stayed on the ground again. Into the setup. Got out of it. Nicely done. The unbreakable throw. I'm convinced it's unbreakable. Told you. It's like, you know, worst case scenario, you're at like, you know, you're only a few minus frames. Just go for a giant swings. You know, 10 frame. Why not? I don't quite know what he was doing there, but I'd already made the decision. If he started sort of going AFK, I was just going to kill him anyway. No breaks on these throws. Random hop kick works. Oh, second hit realigned. Nice to have. What's the mix? Tried to negate it. Ah, I could have launched him there. Never mind. Yeah, didn't need to launch him. We got him with that anyway. Okay, so we finally got a win. So that's, you know, important to, if you're playing ranked, just don't give up straight away. Just, you know, just see how it goes. I take a while to warm up, as you can tell. So let's run it back and see how we go. Now, a couple of things which I got really annoyed about with that was, one, I didn't adapt to the fact he was rolling on the ground. I didn't launch punish down 2-3, and I didn't low parry junkyard. So these are things you have to do against law. Okay, small punish, but better than nothing. Ah, you see how he delayed that? He delayed the second hit there. It was very sneaky. There we go. Didn't launch it, but we got the didn't take my free crouch throw there as well, which is annoying. I think he tried to heat burst there. Hence the smashing of the glass. Okay, nice little whiff punish to get, and then we get a full bar of heat to begin the round. Okay, let's see if we can actually land any combos today. No. Never mind. Ah, good as airborne from the spring kick. So not full damage. Okay, no low parry again from me, it's annoying. And that just second hit clipped me. There we go. No break. Yeah, I was getting really annoyed that my forward threes weren't hitting. I thought forward three is pretty reliable to hit grounded, but I think it's just how you time the roll. And like I said, I'm not haven't adapted yet. Nice whiff punish. Yeah, delay. Now again, see now, finally managed to punish him for staying on the ground. Try it again then, but he got up. Mix up time. Get up. They should be dead. No complicated combo required, but hey, we do it anyway, because why not? Okay, that wasn't counter hit. I think he was swinging. Okay, into the mix-up. Nice duck. There's that setup. I think that was a slide attempt then. Okay, managed to backdash away from a heat smash. Amazing. Power crush. Nice, went under my throw. Yep, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Mid check, challenge. There we go. Miss input, didn't get the full Shining Wizard. No break. .61 from a launching throw. There we go. I finally sort of woke up and low parried, although I got the wrong thing. So there we go. In that final sequence, I remember to do two things I'd failed before, i.e. low parry junkyard and go for the ground throw because he was rolling. So finally, at the last second, the clutch, we actually remembered what we should have been doing all along. But, you know, better late than never, eh? And that is the important thing, all jokes aside, to make sure you adapt to what's happening and try to make yourself play different, even if it does take you a while like me. Okay, so we now go for the mirror, which is... I love king mirrors, and not just because, you know, I'm biased. I genuinely like, because I like to see how other people play. And if there's a nice setup, hey, I'm going to steal it. So I always see this as a... Okay, small punish, but better than nothing. I think we both had the same idea. I just got there first. Okay, quick standard. Again, I think we both had the same idea. I think that's a giant swing attempt. So I show him how you do it properly. He should still be alive if he techs. Yep. There, that was so risky, but it was worth it. I know he's going to heat smash if I can just sort of get in there first. Punish that. Yeah, I thought he might duck. Because, you know, when you're playing against King as a mirror, there we go. Because that's the payoff if you do duck the throw. Don't know what's going on with his combo there. Ah, he broke it. To be fair, I had done it several times. I've seen that set up so many times, but I didn't punish it correctly. Okay, I guess he was trying to power crush. That's the Chenzo, and it's a 2 break, and wasn't expecting it, just why I didn't break it. Oh, no whiff punish. Good. Under back 3. This time we do punish it. Nice low parry. I honestly thought if I just stay on the ground I'll be able to survive this, but then I don't know how that clipped me, but it did. Very annoying. Miss input, but hey, escape the throw. Genzo again, 2 break. That's a bad idea. Remember, armor loses to heat smashes, so trade. I see, because he tried to power crush. If he just, like, you know, mind you, that's why he was trying to power crush. It is quite a good finisher, to be fair. Oh, trade, but not in my favour, annoyingly. Not the best combo, but, you know, go into the wall. Yep, you knew it was coming. Especially with your back against the wall, why wouldn't you? Take the 70 damage. Give him a wall pressure here, but, you know. Oops. That was a bit of a bad idea. Breaks through, nicely done. That was a little bit clutch. I don't know if he tried to duck or press, but had enough frames for that to land. Not fast enough. Oh, and no break. Yeah, and it wouldn't tech for some reason. Okay, at least that's his heat gone now. Nice punish. Caught him ducking. Didn't catch him ducking. And then just disgusting King Oki when he's in heat. So yeah, so that was good. Interesting King player, not like completely crazy, doing a few kind of obvious setups, but hey, we're all guilty doing that. So let's see if he can adapt and get a win on me. Okay, so like I said, a few things, a few setups he's going for, a few flow charts, so trying to learn from them. Nice, that caught his gut punch attempt. Stayed on the ground, pretty wise. Wrong punish. I was mashing, and here is mashing giant swing. Okay, caught him ducking. Get a bit more heat. Not really, didn't need. We got a full bar anyway. Nice. So yeah, good call out. If you again, just anti-king stuff. If you've got Rager, it will beat all his options unless of course he baits it and holds back. But you know. Nice break. Power crush. There we go. Down forward 1 for the win. Amazingly, I can't believe that whiffed. Okay, again, see, this is one of the things about if you go for the throw, you are taking a risk, unfortunately. Oh, he rolled out of it, nice. Okay, I don't know if he was ducking. Yeah, I thought just take the frames. There we go, baited. Now, normally I really wanted to show off. I really wanted to launch him into a blue spark ISW, but unfortunately I messed it up. Never mind, he gave it to me anyway. But yeah, that's one of the things. Don't try to show off all the time. It'll come back to bite you. But hey ho, sometimes it's worth the attempt. Okay, these are actually. I'm not trying to do raw 1+2s. They're meant to be shove attempts, and I can't believe that hit me. Okay, I thought it's not worth ducking in case you went for the wall splat. Just, you know, take the throw or take the low. Back. Now this time we pay attention and just do something simple. But yeah, nice king. Like I said, I like fighting the mirrors because I get to learn new stuff, so that's fun. Okay, so on to a Lars with an interesting username. Now this was pretty laggy. I was borderline tempted to not rematch, but yes, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So classic Lars stuff, down back 3 or damn it for whatever that move is. They love it. No punish. Little dash into giant swing just to throw him off. Literally. Then just king stuff at the wall. Bit of a brutal round that really. But hey ho, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, testing his patience. Nice. Ah, that was counter. I didn't confirm it. I suspected he was. I thought he might mash. There we go. Interrupt. Armor through. Nice. Wrong punish. Yep, you knew it was coming, didn't you? You should know by now. Stay on the ground, so just, you know, just into Hitoki. Okay, didn't mash that time, so we don't do the second hit. Oh, regular throw, not broken. Oops. Okay, forward 4. Yep. Catches him if he twitches. Nice G clef. Oh, I don't know if the wall messed that up for him. Ah, there we go. Up forward 3. Even apparently that's enough to beat a 10 frame throw. That's how much evasion it's got. There we go, getting a bit predictable with it. Just run him to the wall. It's not quite there yet. There we go, now we are. Low, low, low. Mid. Didn't duck. I was very surprised. No. Minus 12. There we go, just trying to poke him out as best we can. Now, I'll try to point out when it happens, but I think it's the final round. There's a nice little king-specific punishment for Lars, which I'll share with you. It's getting a little bit predictable with that. I can't remember if it's low, low or low, high string. Yep, try it again. Board 4. Yep. Looking at the wall is crazy. Nice break. Nice backdash. Yeah, again, just got a little, just getting a little predictable. That's his kind of his go-to panic move. Okay, finally managed to punish an orbital. Oops, misinput. Nice break. But ran into that literally. Oh, jumping over him. Yep, you knew it was coming. You should know by now. Just Oki. Yeah, again, just mixing up with best long range sort of low pokes I can. There we go, confirmed at that time. Ah, with the final hit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depends on the sidewall. Still going with lows, this guy. Nice. There you go. That is a specific punish against Lars if he goes for that that low from stance. It's only -12, so normally you only get a while standing 4. But because he stays in crouch, you can punish it with a crouch throw. So that's a nice little Lars specific tip for you. Okay, so we're slowly getting there. So I think we might only have one more game to go. And what seems to have become an accidental tradition, I don't quite know how it happened, but it seems to get to the point where the final games for our promos always seem to be against Brian's for some reason. Punish. -10 if he doesn't finish it. If he does finish it, it's launch. I think most people know that, but just so you're aware. Okay, probably the best punish we can get. You could punish with 4-2-1, I think. Or maybe not. I can't remember if they made that -14. Nice. Like I said, if I'm running low on health, I'll opt for that. Because I want the grey health back again. It's risky, but then, you know, you're close to dying anyway, so it's worth it, I think. Nice side step. Nice confirm. Oh, not sure why his power crush beat mine, but there we go. I'm sure there's a reason why. That was counter. I didn't confirm it. So we'll go for giant swing shenanigans instead. What if I could have punished that? Mind you, running in with a throw is pretty effective. There we go. Good little round end of that. Up forward 3. Trade. Nice counter hit. Nice damage. Nice patience. See how many times I tested him now. I thought he's gonna press at some point. He just didn't. Very good. So patient, this guy. And nice duck. A bit too slow on it though. And again, just into, like I said, the Oki in heat if you land the RKO or Shining Wizard is kind of stupid. Okay, so I knew I was very near the end of the bar, which means the next one should be the promo. Yeah, so solid Brian player, and again you can tell by the prowess. I can't remember if this guy was a Tekken god with somebody else, but yeah, really patient. Okay, we scored the counter hit, always good. Opting for the mix-up. Nice duck. Good okey that. Oops. Too impatient of me. Sliver of health. Nah, not pressing. It's being too patient. He just knows all he has to do is just sort of hold back, and then yeah, like I did there, get a random poking. Oh, no punish. Okay, classic giant swing setup is classic. Okay, we finally scored a shove. Nice break. Generic throw. It was counter hitter, mind you. Yeah, caught him ducking into this Oki. Like I said, it's just kind of broken. Oh, didn't quite confirm it. Ah, too slow. Nice duck. Nice damage. Could have punished that. There we go. Break out the giant swing when they least expect it. Now, we haven't got much of a hope left here. We don't really have much by way of a life lead. We know this guy will just stay back. Nice. There we go. Confirmed it again. Duck. No duck that time. Nice patience, like I said, just never pressing. Unfortunate. There we go. Finally sidestep something. Nice break. He's clocked onto that flowchart. Too slow. There we go. Finally caught him out. Okay, so it's all in our favour so far. There we go. Just thought it was worth doing because even if he blocked it, it would have been a mix-up for the win. And there we go. That's how we got Tekken Emperor. So, as always, hope that's helped to an extent. You know, I appreciate. I've said this many a time. I consider myself to be a strong casual rather than a person who takes this game too seriously. But I hope there's some general tips. And yeah, it's interesting getting King to back to Emperor, which is where he was left off in season 1. I think I'll try pushing on a bit more to see if I can get into Tekken God, but that really, we are now into uncharted territory in terms of ranking for me, because I never got any higher than Emperor in season 1, but I got that quite near the end of the season, and then up before the reset. And since we're not going to be getting any balance patches anytime soon, I think it'd be worth pushing on. I will when Armor King drops. I'm almost certainly gonna get him. I had a pocket Armor King in Tekken 7, so yeah, there will be some Armor King stuff, but I mean, I'm not an Armor King specialist, but if you enjoy this kind of thing, make sure you subscribe, and we'll have some Armor King fun and games when that drops. So thanks everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.